So lately, I have had a lot of time thinking. Sometimes when you gotta do shit that you don't necessarily want to do in order to survive, it gives you pause in a moment to reflect how life seems to go by so fast, and there's only so much time to make your dreams come true and do what you truly want to do and what you enjoy doing. If much of your time is spent struggling just to survive, to make ends meet, put a roof over your head, food on your table, got mouths to feed, it's even more of a burden if you're struggling financially. So, got to thinking, it's been increasingly difficult for me to rationalize things where I'm prohibited from renting out my house. I'm prohibited from selling the art, and running a business out of the house, using it as Airbnb, prohibited financially now from assuming the mortgage on an income property, on a house. And yet I'm still living there, still going to put oil in there to prevent the pipes from freezing, still going to do the maintenance so the place doesn't fall apart, in the hopes that if it does get forcibly sold, that, at least, I'm still able to live there. So, in all likelihood, I'm going to end up having to make some mortgage payments to prevent the house from going in foreclosure. Well, my brother does absolutely nothing to save the house and wants it just go to shit now, basically, because unless we come to an agreement, they're going to force to sell my house. I mean, they already authorized it, so I've had a lot of time to think about, well, what am I doing in my life and how hard it's been for me emotionally to go back to that empty house now with very, there's very, little, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like when you don't have a family to share things with, that house feels incredibly empty. I mean, I don't even know about getting a cat or a dog at this point, because then I might have to up and move. I don't want to do that to the animals. And as much as I know that, it's something that's painful, I just have to let it go. But, I hope and pray that somehow we can reach an agreement, But my brother doesn't want to talk to me. Obviously, I don't know. Hopefully he reaches out to somebody and says, hey, I don't want to sell it. I want to work something out with Ollie. I want to rent the house out, I hope and pray. Otherwise, it's just going to be a big loss. And it's already been like an extra burden for me not to be able to rent it out, to have to pay for everything myself. It's a lot. It's a very expensive thing. And my father struggled on even his small pension just to afford the mortgage on that house and the expenses that incurs when you own a home. It's not just the mortgage. So I've been, trying to tell myself, well, it's such an empty feeling going back there, and something's got to give. But also what a beautiful place is. But if I'm going to be spending almost every week an hour working, and then going to court, and then talking to lawyers, and then saying the same thing over and over again, it's like that's the definition of insanity. You expect a different result, same thing, So I just I try to not feel sad, because man, dude, I love my brother, and that's all the family I got, and it's just so sad and lonely might have been, quite different. It could have been different, but that's the way they are, and death, I suppose, is just as much a part of life. If that house is just gone, and it's not, it's not something that I can no longer protect. I've done the best I could. The court's going to take it away now. It's such a painful thing, and what's even more painful is having to sit in that court yesterday next to my friend Brendan's father, who's just about the same age as my dad would be now. About 79 years old. Still working, sat down next to me. And even the judge, probably about the same age as my dad. And I said, these gentlemen are still alive. How come my parents aren't still alive? These are men that I've seen since I was a 9-year-old boy in that town. And I sat down there in a courtroom, and not one uttered a word, and they knew exactly what was going on. As does the whole entire town. And it's sad, and as much as I want to say that I just don't know what else to do anymore at this point. Please save my home, God. My mom and dad worked so hard for that house, that little piece of land and property. It's a special little place, and it should always be for our family, And my mom and dad made some beautiful art, and we made some beautiful memories, and that's the one thing that you can't take away. So, peace, love, and harmony. Namaste.